Today we want to compare the Mate 70 Air versus the Pura X Max because both have a large display, but you see that the outer display on the Pura X Max is just 5.4 inch, where we have 7 inch on the Mate 70 Air. So here you see the differences in terms of size. In terms of width, almost the same, but if you open it up, then of course we have an almost 8 inch, like 7.7 inch tablet almost, against 7 inch, and this is something that is noticeably wider, not from the height so much, but wider for sure. And you see also a difference when taking a look at websites. So if I just open up a website here and scroll around, you see that the 7 inch doesn't really have any potential there or benefit. Let's jump into one of those articles, and yeah, this is a typical smartphone like user interface that you'll get. How does this compare to what we have on the Pura X Max? So let's go here onto the same website and the same article, and here you see not a huge difference. It looks like there's not much more content on the Pura X Max. It's just a larger screen, but this is because we are viewing the mobile website by default. So even if you are in this tablet mode, it's showing the mobile website. So you have to go into your settings and choose I want to see the desktop website, and then it changes a little bit because the text gets smaller and you see a bit more text on screen on the Pura X Max, even though it is a little bit smaller. So probably to counteract, you have to go into landscape mode, but there you don't really have any benefits. So if you want benefit of more readable text, then you have to enable the desktop mode, and I would recommend you going to landscape mode. Landscape versus landscape, yes, of course the Pura X Max is better than the Mate 70 Air, but that's a given. Let's take a look at media consumption. So TikToks, you see, both are working fine, or YouTube Shorts in this case, both are working fine, and you can scroll up and down. There's a bit of like a border around the Pura X Max that you don't have on the Mate 70 Air, but the size is a tiny bit bigger there for this media consumption on the Pura X Max. You see it here. Yes, it's a tiny bit wider there on the Pura X Max still, but very, very close. So there's not a real benefit for you on the Pura X Max. But when you go into the benefit shows when you watch 16:9 content in landscape mode. There the Pura X Max is just simply so much bigger, even though it's not really bigger in terms of display size, not as much, but the video looks a lot larger and a lot more immersive on the Pura X Max for sure.